What's up, everybody? This is Dylan Moss from the Johnnie Thomas Band. Last Friday at the Criterion was our final JTB show. We kicked things off for the Great Divide. It was an absolute blast. It was a great crowd. Perfect way to send off the Johnnie Thomas Band. With that being said, going forward, we'll be rolling as Dylan Moss in the middle class. New personnel, new merch, new music coming out real soon. Find us at DylanMossTNC.com for booking and shows. And Dylan Moss in the middle class on all socials is pretty easy to find. Y'all enjoy the podcast, and we'll see y'all down the road. Peace.
Live from Calf Ride 2023, this is the Guitars, Cowboys, and Hillbilly Music Podcast. You're here today with Red Arnold and Jagger Pfeiffer. We are back once again with the Johnnie Thomas Band. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you, man?
We're doing great.
Good.
Good. It's good to be back on, of course.
Yes. This is your official. You've been on the most, or you have been on the most.
Oh, is that right?
Of any other guest? Yes.
Nice,
3
nice.
times now.
Nice.
It's a hot one today out there, man.
It is.
It is.
Dude,
We've had-
it's so hot.
3 totally separate days of weather out here, it seems like.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wasn't it? It was super rainy Thursday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was. We thought it was just going to open up and pour, but it ended up not doing it. So
Really?
Thankfully.
So what have you guys been up to? I saw you guys were down in Texas last night.
Yeah, we were in Fort Worth. We opened up the show for the Damn Quails at the Magnolia Motor Lounge. I went down on Thursday night after my songwriter circle at Bad Brad's and walked around the stockyards all day. We left here, it was kind of cool, rainy, and then we get to Fort Worth and it's about 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Walked around there for 4 hours and probably shouldn't have. But no, it was a good time. And then we literally pulled into the Tumbleweed like right before it was time to check.
Yeah.
So it's been a weekend for sure.
That was one thing we didn't put on our ad reads. We did some ad reads this morning, and we didn't throw into that. They got Songwriter Circle. They got open mic on Wednesday now.
Yeah.
And Friday they always got somebody playing usually.
Yeah, there's 3 nights a week. I think Vern's hooking it up pretty nice
Yeah,
up there.
it's pretty
Like
awesome.
Kale Lester's hosting the open mics on Wednesday, and then I'm doing the Songwriter Circle, and there's
Yeah.
someone different every Friday. But I know what he was telling me is that in order to get a show, an acoustic show at Bad Brad's, you have to come to an open mic or a Songwriter Circle.
Really?
So like, yeah, instead of just doing like open booking, you got to come and prove yourself before Vern will book you.
That's pretty
And like
cool.
a girl came last week, her name was Megan Marlene, and he came up to me and he was like, she would be perfect for my wine night, so introduced me to her afterwards.
Yeah.
And so then she got the show for the wine night. So there's opportunities to be there.
So how do you go about getting people to come to that Songwriter Circle?
Man, at first, the first couple weeks, I just hit everybody that I knew up, and obviously like other musicians and stuff. I know everybody's busy and got stuff going on, but I just would hit them up and be like, "Hey man, do you want to come play? Like, just come, like expose. There should be some good people there." And then like the crowds have gotten bigger, and now I haven't really had to hit anybody up. After a couple weeks, people are hitting me up to try to be a part of it. So like I'm booked up for the next 2 or 3 weeks with it.
That's awesome.
And people just keep messaging me for some reason, and the same people keep wanting to come back, so I'm not having to do a whole lot of work anymore.
Yeah.
They should set it up like The Voice or something, where you just have Vernon sitting up there critiquing everybody.
Like a judge.
He's got all his little whiskey, his whiskeys up there, and he's like sipping and judging.
He's got his back turned. He says, and it's just a barrel that turns around and just Vernon sit on top.
That'd be funny, man.
That's hilarious.
Talk to us about the new single. I'm loving the new single, guys. It's
We
good stuff.
appreciate that. Yeah, it's more of an Okie Thump kind of vibe instead of like the more Red Dirt stuff. But yeah, we like it, and it changed a lot in the studio too, which is always a good thing in our opinion. You know
Yeah,
what I
man,
mean?
we went into the studio with that song sounding 100%. Every bit of it was
totally
different.
different.
Like we played it at our live shows, and it was way more rocky, like kind of blues rocky. But then we got in there, and our bass player Rob, his brother, played the guitar on that, and he just kind of got in there and said, bow, 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 bow,
Yeah.
bow, bow. And then Caleb, our producer, just like fell in love with it, and he's like, oh, we're doing that. So then it just turned, and we just built it, and it just turned into that. And we're really proud of it. I mean, we think that it's super cool, and it's like a 3-minute song, so it's like short to the point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool thing, man.
Yeah, you said your bass player's named Caleb, right?
No,
Rob.
bass player's Rob.
Rob.
Our producer's Caleb.
Okay. So he came up to me earlier whenever I went to go see you guys down there for.
Oh, yeah, before we played.
Yeah, before you guys played. And he just gave me the big old hug. He was like, "Thanks for wearing the shirt, man." I'm like, You got it.
I
Dude.
love that dude. Such
Yeah,
a
he's
great
good guy.
guy.
He's
Such a
a
great
great
guy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
He just got married too. Shouts out.
That's awesome.
Shouts out to his wife Jayla.
Yep.
Here we go. So you got Bad Looks out now. Is it doing good on all streaming platforms?
I mean, it seems to be. I haven't looked at any numbers. I don't know. Have you?
I don't think I have.
But I did look. Like, I looked this up on Apple Music, 'cause I do from time to time. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I listen to our songs just because.
Yeah.
Or like I'll put it on to like take a picture and post it on my story.
Yeah.
But I looked at it and it was like our third most. You know, like whenever it has like your song, your most popular or whatever. It was our
Yeah.
third most already. So I mean, I know that it has to be doing a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like it's higher than Took My Fire. And I'm trying to think what's under it. I think we got like Alabama Over Me still sits at the top.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we had that song out for so long we didn't have anything else.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's on third. It might even be higher now. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've got a lot of great feedback on it.
Took My Fire is good too. I'll just randomly all
will.
the time.
He will. It's just
I'm like, you took my fire. It's random. It's random. It's crazy.
and now our new thing is Colombian cocaine, man.
Sweet Mary Jane.
Sweet Mary Jane.
It's funny though because like whenever certain shows that we play, like if we're playing at Brad's, like if I'm playing an acoustic show at Brad's, like I can't really play that song. And not that like it's just a lyric. It's literally just a song lyric.
Yeah.
It's like
But-
a family environment.
Right, it's a
kinda.
family environment. And like I don't know how somebody's gonna take that. Like I'm not trying to get somebody to just cut me off like immediately because I said the word cocaine.
He does Colombian cocaine.
I saw him in the bathroom at Brad's. He was snorting one off the granite over there.
Not me.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So go ahead.
Who you guys most excited to see? Not only today, we'll do today separately, but overall calf ride. Who you guys most? Who's the biggest name for you guys here?
Man, I wish I could have seen Gio yesterday. I love Giovanni and the Guns, man. They're killer.
Yeah, Gio for sure. I actually got to one time. I got to drive him from Weatherford to Stillwater one time. But like he's a good dude. I don't know. I'm a big Mike Ryan fan. I'm pretty sad that we didn't get to come all 3 days and like that we got to leave today.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I think I told y'all last time. Like Larry Fleet. I like listened to a couple of his songs. He'd have been cool to see. But like Reed Southall is always good. Like the lineup this year was awesome.
Yeah.
This would be a good time to tell the Reed story.
Yeah.
If you
for
want.
Sure. Yeah.
If you
So
Well, we can first tell nothing against Larry, obviously, but we did see Larry. Went up and talked to him. Nothing. I'm just
Really?
throwing
Yeah.
that out there.
Huh.
Nothing against him, but
we're too small. But not for Johnny Thomas band.
Not for
man.
Johnny
Like,
Thomas.
was he wearing like one of those sick hats?
Now he was wearing like some athletic shorts when we saw
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like at noon or something.
Oh, okay.
Mike Ryan was wearing flops out there.
You got to sometimes, man. I wish I was wearing flops, dude. My
He was
feet
out there raw
hurt.
dogging the ground with toes.
Raw dog in the ground.
But
That was good. So Reed Southall. We got a pretty good story from last night. Where should I start? Should we start when we were out there with Coda?
Well,
for a complete story.
when we first got here that morning, he just came right down, and he's the first headliner that I'd seen just walk in here.
Really?
And so he walked right in, and he was standing there looking at the set, talking to some of his buddies. So I got up and went over there, and he was super nice, and everything. And they ate, went back there, and he was kind of hanging out all day back there. Where do you want to take it from there? I don't remember what part you were going to
so
tell.
I was going
about
to start
Coda.
when we were out there with Coda.
Oh, later in the.
Where were you going to start?
Oh, that was at the beginning of the day. I don't know.
Okay, I was just going to start with the
This
end.
is so uncoordinated.
yeah,
right
it
here.
really is. We didn't plan this out at all. Can you tell?
The backstage happened before. So he was coming down the ramp. He just finished his show, and we grabbed a picture with him.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
And Jaggers said something like, "Are you gonna be around after or whatever?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll see you guys inside." And I was like, "Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
sure."
Yeah, that's cool.
So later we were actually hanging out with Coda Lewis.
Yeah.
And so we actually had him on yesterday. Whenever
Okay.
that episode got, you got to listen to that. It's hilarious. he told some really good stories.
Funny guy.
So we were out there talking to him, and there was this drunk chick. There was 2 drunk chicks that just walked up to us. And well, no, they didn't walk up. They walked in here and started talking to Johnny first because they saw all this and wanted to check it out. I don't know what Johnny. He was probably hitting on him back there.
Were you?
Big country.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we just
You know he was. Look at it. You know he was.
I've been telling everybody this is our security big country this weekend.
Absolutely. Ain't nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mess with him.
So they were walking out, and they were like, "Why are you guys laughing?" Because we're laughing at Johnny in here. It's like, "Why are you guys laughing at us?" Like, we're not laughing. We're laughing at him. And so it was drunk chick logic for sure. But the whole time she was over there, she was like, "I just want to see Reed South Hall."
And she's like, "Where's Reed?
Where's Reed at? We want to see Reed."
Like, oh, let me take you to him.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna just go find him real quick.
So he was like,
Well, I'm standing
Yeah.
at the stairs and I look up and I see Reed's TM and Reed back there and I'm like, oh crap.
yeah.
Like this is not gonna be good.
He leans over to me like, "Hey, Reed's back there. This can't happen." I'm like, "Okay." And,
I
Coda-
just don't
I
want to
think-
be responsible for it happening.
I think Coda was sitting there right there and heard us. And I told her, I was like, "Dude, the Huser brothers are inside. They're great guys, man. We just had them on the podcast. Super cool guys, great band." She was like, "I already heard them. I don't want to hear them again." And the other chick that was like, "I want to go in there." So the other chick went in there, and she just kept like talking. She's like, "I'm from New York. I went to Dallas." Just the same crap over and over and over again. Long story short, we see Reed. He vacates, and we're like, Coda's like, "I'm gonna go get paid." We're like, "Okay, we're just gonna go in here." So she goes off somewhere else.
She takes off up the hill, and I looked at him and I was like, she's gonna end up finding him somewhere.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, no, she won't. Like, I'm like, security's back there. Like, not have it handled. Like, don't understand. So we walk down here to where they're doing the catering. We're just sitting there, just hanging out. And I look up, I see Reed, who's wearing a blue shirt last night. I see his blue shirt walking. I'm like, oh God, that's Reed. I see this chick was wearing a hot pink, like, dress or whatever.
Like, easily findable.
Easily findable. And literally, I'm like, oh God, she found him. And I told Retta, I'm like, look who's with him. And he looks, and like, oh my God. So it was Reed, his wife, and I don't know who was with her.
Yeah,
too.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know. She had a baby. Obviously a friend of Reed, pretty much. So they walk through, and Reed's like at least 10 steps ahead of his wife and the other girl.
And this girl's just talking to him nonstop.
Yeah, just blabbing. We're hearing the same stories as they're walking by. She's like, "I'm from New York. I'm from New York. My dad's from Dallas." And it's just like that.
Just
all the
fades
time.
off.
It just fades off. So that we watch him to walk in, and we just see his wife. They're like, "Oh my God!" And then the other chick, she hangs back. She's like, "What the hell was that?" And we're like, "We know. We saw them earlier." And we were like we even told her, like, we saw her earlier. She was looking for Reed, and we were trying to get her away from him. So she's like, "Oh, thank you for that." He gets it all the time, whatever. So she walks out, and Reed walks back, and he sees us. He's like, he looks at Johnny and Rhett. He's like, "Was she your girlfriend over there?" We're like, I would just start busting out laughing. I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. We were trying to keep her away from you." He's like, "Oh, it's all right. We get that crap all the time." And so he whips around the end of the table there. He gets a can of Red Seal. I think it was Red Seal. Oh, it's probably Copenhagen. I don't know. And he packs it 1, 2, or 3 times. He sits there, just gets a big old chaw. He's like, "Yeah, I get that shit all the time." He's like, the men are actually worse than the women.
I believe it.
The men are like, "Where are you going after the show?" And he was like, "I don't know. Probably to bed." So he just goes on after it, and it was such a cool thing.
He's like, the guys come up to me and he's like, "We'll be standing there for 10 minutes talking. The whole time they're telling me good job, and I'm saying thank you for 10 minutes. He's like, "I get it, man. Thank you."
Like, I get you gist.
Yeah. He sat there and talked to us for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so.
But I got to give props to him because he went and found, so she was with a friend. He went and found, he let her take him to the other friend to get a picture. Out, it's the after party. There's a crowd in there.
Right.
So he walks out in that, and when he was coming back in, you can't take drinks like from out there to in here.
No, yeah.
And he had a drink, and the security guard stopped him at the door. He's like, "You can't have that drink." And I guess somebody informed him that, like,
He's like, "You know who I am?"
He's like, "I just headlined here." Go check out Dead Wake Archery Innovations. He gave us a little hat there to give us a little set decoration. And I know if we would have caught him before we built this set,
Well,
we'd probably have a whole bow.
For security purposes, I don't know if we could have had the bow in here, but
it'll be all right.
especially after the comments you've made in the last episode.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you what, that Leviathan bow will get everything you need. Get every job done you need done.
You guys need to follow them on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. They just posted this week. I don't know when you're going to be seeing this, but this week they posted some really cool pictures of all the different colors they've got, the bows they're finishing up. So you want to get your order in soon.
And a little nugget of information here. They have just upgraded their manufacturing process this weekend. A little picture shown on there. They're going full-time. Congratulations, Trevor Pigeon out there. He is full-time. Deadwake Archery Innovations. Super proud of him. Great entrepreneur. So just go out and support him, man. He's doing a great thing over there at Deadwake, and we're really proud to see where they're going and where they're going to end up.
They've perfected the craft, essentially.
Yes. And one really cool thing about it is it's 100% made in the USA, 100% made in Oklahoma, which is another cool thing. I know most of our listeners are from Oklahoma, but if you're not, it's still 100% made in the USA. I mean, just go grab you a Leviathan bow. And a little sneak peek, they're going to have another line of bows coming out here really, really soon.
And they, there's other companies out there that are making similar products, but they're just copies of other people's products. No, sorry. That's crazy. But at Deadwake, they design their own products. You're not getting a copy of someone else's product. You're getting a engineered product that they designed themselves.
Made to order, and you can even get personalized designs on your bow too. They got some great cool things going on over there. Anodizing, if I can put the words out of my mouth. Anodizing and
Anodization.
Anodization.
I don't know if that's a word.
Either way, but you can get a cool custom design, whatever you want on your bow. You can even customize the grip however you want it as well. And go check them out.
Huge thank you to Deadwake Archery Innovations for sponsoring us.
I was like, okay. But yeah, he was a super cool guy.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
We didn't get a chance to interview him, but having that experience right there, like
I bet that was cool.
that
For
tops
sure.
everything.
You should have had the cameras rolling, man.
Well, we were in there. We didn't even know like he was gonna be coming through.
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
So as far as today's lineup goes, who are you guys excited to see today?
What's up? What is it? Casey Donahue, Mike Ryan. Who else is playing? I'm trying to think.
Tanner.
Oh, Tanner Usry. He's
Cameron-
bad.
Okay, is that how you say the last name?
I think it's Usry.
I've always said Usry.
Usry, yeah.
I've always said it Ursay.
But the S is first.
Who told you that? Was that Matt that said that?
I think it was Matt that said that. I thought the R was first.
No.
Now I gotta know.
Come on,
I think
man.
it's Usry.
No, I'm just kidding. I think it's Usry at least. Or I could be wrong. Just as, I really don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It is first.
Well, actually, I have a funny story about that. So, when was it? Weed stock. Right after COVID, they did weed stock here because they had to cancel calf fry. And so, me and Caden came. We were living in Miami at the time, going to college.
Shout out Ennio.
Shout out to
Roll Norris, eh?
Go roll Norris, yeah. But we're sitting there. We're pretty torn up. Can't lie. And we're at the after party, and Tanner Usry's playing. And I just it kind of goes quiet for a minute, and I just get up there and I scream. I was like, "Play Josephine." And he looks at me and he said, "We just effing played Josephine." And then everyone in the whole crowd, it's packed. And everyone's like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Dude, we got to go. We got to get out of here." So I just embarrassed myself. And then we find ourselves backstage. And that's whenever Caden was like walking up to all these people. He's like, "The Johnny Thomas band." Remember, I don't even know that we had a song out yet.
No, I don't think we did.
We're just like, we're just like campfire playing. Like,
Just like 18-year-old kids just didn't know shit.
just didn't know anything, dude. And we're just back there. He's like, "Remember the Johnny Thomas band."
He's really back there. You took my fire. That's great. Wow. So,
Have you talked to Tanner backstage?
I just saw him. We just saw him right in there. I didn't really talk to him.
I was getting a massage backstage. And
Yeah.
he was
Caden was
watching
getting a
me.
massage. He walked in.
I saw the massage chair or whatever that is there, and I was
Oh.
like, is anyone using that?
Oh, it's perfect, dude. It's
Sounds like
amazing.
somebody's
Dude,
using
It's
like,
incredible.
She goes in there and she just like puts her hand on his back and he's like, oh. And she was like, well, at least let me get going first. It's
I was like, dude, that feels so good.
like, dude, this is a funny experience. Like, we're about to have one of those every show. Train
Caden, don't
Kyle
jump
had
the
a
gun.
massage.
No, yeah. That's
He's like,
exactly
don't
how
jump the
it
gun,
was.
Caden.
They had a
Come on.
chiropractor table back there too, like the whole nine.
Really?
I could probably use a checkup, you know?
You're like
Get
do I need
adjusted.
X-rays first or not? Like,
Is this legal?
Colombian cocaine, man.
I know, man.
So, you guys got any upcoming shows here?
Yeah, we actually, Caden, tell them about that show that you just booked. You just booked a cool show.
June. It's
21st?
June 21st.
Yeah.
We're gonna be opening for the Great Divide at the Criterion. And
Wow.
that's in the city. or
Wow.
Tulsa.
It's in the city.
It's in the city.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have quite a few other shows. Just
Yeah, we have quite a
not
bit
quite
coming
that
up.
level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that I'm playing acoustic at Gypsy Cafe tomorrow with Avery Stinnett. And then I'm trying to think. I know we have a bunch of stuff coming up. I know we're like all over. I know we're booked up through like July, and we've got all of our stuff.
Huge thank you to Vernon from Brad's Bat.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Leave this part in. Huge thank you to Vernon from Brad. Oh, man, I can't say it. Huge thank you to Vernon from Bad Brad's Barbecue for hooking it up. We got some cool set decorations here. We got the Whiskey Flight and then the shotgun shell shot glasses. So, Vernon, if those go missing, don't check our houses because I would never.
I believe he actually is selling those shot glasses and that flight at Bad Brad's Barbecue, along with, again, some of the best barbecue in the state. So go check them out.
Yeah, go in there. You can get a hat. We got hats over there. And we've also got some Bad Brad's gift cards to give away. So if you see us around anytime at Brad's, not at Brad's, hit us up. We might have a gift card for you.
For sure.
Jagger, it's about lunchtime, I think.
I think it is too.
You know where we got to go, right?
We're going to Bad Brad's.
Bad Brad's Barbecue. I'm getting the burn-ins with the jalapeno cornbread. It's not even a question. That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting. What are you getting?
So I
know the answer to
usually get
this.
the dirty fries.
Oh, you're switching it up on us.
But I tried some really good tri-tip the other day, and man, it was fantastic. So I think next time I go in, I'm gonna go get the tri-tip.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Got
do
all
it,
our
man.
stuff.
That's
But I
awesome.
got next week. I know I'll be in Stillwater for graduation. I'm playing at Bad Brad's on Friday, and then on Saturday, me and Caden are playing an acoustic deal in Perkins for like they're doing a silent auction. It's for the booster club for like the high school, but they're putting on like a little party, and so we're playing acoustic there next week. And then I don't know.
I just had the best idea of my life, I think. Next year,
That's not saying much, but
when we graduate, when we graduate, let's have a graduation party together at Bad Brad's, and let's have Johnnie Thomas.
Dude, let's do it. We'll
Let's-
do it
let's-
outside. We'll build up a little stage, and oh, dude, it would be sick.
That'd
would
be
be
so
sick.
cool. That'd actually be really
Dude,
cool.
Vern would be down. You know it.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
could do
yeah.
it here and have Bad Brad's catered here.
Yes.
Either way.
Either way, dude.
Do a podcast too.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to make that happen. Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, see, I have good ideas.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, we could do something like that. Cool, like if we could headline it, we could get a bunch of we get some acoustic open, song swaps, some opens, make it like an all day kind of party deal. Charge $5 at the door.
That'd
just,
be so cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
The
awesome.
the first annual Guitars, Cowboys, and Hillbilly Music Festival.
Yeah, right.
That's honestly a really good idea. Honestly. Okay. So you real quick. So you had Colton Crow or you're on Thursday, was that right?
Yeah, he didn't end up making it because it was raining.
Yeah.
So he texted me and he said that his job, the job that he was doing for the day, got pushed back until the rain was done, so he couldn't make it. But my buddy Tucker Evans and then Mr. 10 Beers, Darren Stormont, made an appearance. And that girl I was telling you about that's getting the wine night at Bad Brad's, Megan Marlene, she came. But it was a cool little deal.
Yeah. The reason why I asked about Colton Crow is I actually have a cousin that at least my dad's cousin, which in turn I think makes it. I don't know. I think his name's Travis.
It's all
Rogers.
family,
Yeah. He actually plays guitar for him, I believe.
Oh, really? Yeah.
yes.
Colton's a good dude. I played multiple acoustic shows with him down in Tahlequah.
Really?
And yeah, he hooked me up with the connection. What is it? I think June 2nd or June 3rd, we're playing at Dwayne's place in Tahlequah. and he hooked us up with a connection for that, so we got that show. But yeah, he has this gig that he does on Thursdays. Like now I do the Songwriter Circle. He does a little acoustic show at this dispensary down there called Primetime Buds, and he's had me out a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a great dude. I think he sounds just like Wade Bowen. Have you listened to his music, man?
I have, yeah.
I think
actually.
he sounds just like Wade Bowen, and
Yeah,
it trips me out.
I never like pinned what he sounded like.
But you knew it was something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
No, he's a great guy. He's a cool dude. And those like the boys in his band, I've met them a little bit. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I met them when I was getting bands last year here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because we played the pre-party last year too.
Dude, yeah, I saw that and I was scrolling through. I was like, wait, holy crap! JTB played here last year. I didn't even know that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's the prediction for next year? Where you
next year?
stand on the lineup next year?
You know the goal is
Gonna make
to
We're
it-
hoping main stage.
goal is to be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we got a lot of cool stuff in the works. So like, we've got on Sunday, whenever I'll be at Gypsy Cafe, Rob will be cutting bass on 4 tracks, and then the next day, I think we'll go in and do guitars and final vocals, and then we'll have 4 tracks ready to just pop out. So hopefully we can just keep doing it and just keep grinding and maybe get a little bit more traction, and then we'll probably get back in and do 4 more. But we got some cool songs coming out. We're excited about.
Yeah.
I was really shocked when I heard the new single.
The
'Cause I was
Bad
like,
Bug?
this is such a different kind of
It is.
thing than I was expecting, but I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what we've always like talked about, even from whenever we were not anything and we sucked. Honestly, like
Yeah,
we didn't know what we were
for
doing.
real.
We were just starting out. We didn't write good songs or anything. But we've all like ever since then, even whenever we were like in high school trying to do it, we always talked about how our thing is going to be that you're not going to be able to listen to our album 1 to 10 with thinking that all of those songs sound the same.
Exactly.
So like we throw a little, like we didn't plan on throwing an Okie Funk song in there, but you
worked
got
out.
that. You got Took My Fire, which is kind of like a rockin' red dirt ballad, and then like we also have this one song we're recording called Same Damn Six Strings, which is about the time we spent in Miami, but it is super country. You know, so like we just kind of got like a bunch of different stuff, and we try to pride ourselves on that, on being very original and authentic.
But also coming back to that our roots, the red dirt roots, you know. what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like keeping that in mind the entire time.
yeah.
We had Wyatt on a couple days ago, and he
Yeah.
was telling us that he tried to do like all the songs different, so no one can put him in a box. You know,
Right.
I think that's a great idea.
I was just fixing to bring that up because I was talking to you earlier. Wyatt used to play for JTB.
We played like a, I
Like
don't
a
know how
couple
many shows it
shows,
was.
like
yeah.
one
Wait,
or
what?
two.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said too. I'm like, what?
Like back then, we were like Wyatt. Because like he grew up with Wyatt, and I kind of did too. We used to go to the lake. Like our families were close, like all the time.
Yeah, me and him were best friends for a long time. I love that guy.
Yeah, and then whenever we started playing, it was us two and Rob, our bass player now, and then Wyatt played guitar. And I mean, we just we didn't play any for anybody. You know, we'd go play a bar, and there'd be 6 people in there.
Like 3 hours away for
Yeah.
like $100.
But I mean,
It was-
we would do it, man, and it was fun.
That's
But
what
yeah,
I'm saying, dude. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
How did you find that out?
I was talking to him earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
I wish we would have known that.
Yeah, I know.
We could have talked to Wyatt about that. I had
know.
no idea.
I had no idea either.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And finally, we want to give a huge shout out to the Tumbleweed and the entire Calf Ride team. This would not be possible without any of them. And of course, a special thank you to the owner for letting us come in, and we got to sit down with him and do an interview, which we had tried to do for a long time, but we finally made it happen. The night before it started, I went home, edited that, got it out at like 2 a.m.
Yes.
We made it happen. But seriously, huge thank you to the team here at Tumbleweed for allowing us to come in and do this, because this has just been it's been my first calf ride, and I think this is one heck of a way to spend it. So.
It is. And I mean, even just walking around, everybody's really friendly, everybody's nice, everybody's working together to go put on a great calf ride, and you can tell everybody's putting their heart and soul into this, and it's reflecting in the bands, it's reflecting in the crowd. Everybody's having a great time, and so just big shout out to everybody working here for calf ride, everybody that works here on Tumbleweed on a weekly basis. Rhett,
The DJ, I've heard that he's a great guy, so I think you guys should come out and see him when
Debatable.
when they open back up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've heard a couple shows, and then like obviously he's doing great now. Like more mad respect to him.
Yeah.
He's doing some cool stuff. He's blowing up. It's cool for him.
Yeah,
It's cool to see.
We were real excited to get him on the other day. And he
Yeah.
was a super cool guy.
Super nice guy.
He's
Yeah,
the greatest guy
he
you'll
was.
ever meet.
He was
man.
probably the nicest guy
He is.
I've ever talked to him.
Yeah,
He
he's
really
He's a
is.
nice guy. He's a
And he'll
goof.
make you feel comfortable. Like he.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a goofy
great
guy. He's so funny too, dude.
Dude, he's
I don't know.
hilarious.
I don't know
I
if he
love
like
him.
let unleash on the podcast, but that dude is funny as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
He really. I don't think we talked about kind of more serious stuff. 'Cause
Yeah,
he talked
yeah.
like
Oh,
the
for
story
sure.
behind like "Please Don't Go"
Oh, yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he was like he was putting emotion into all of his
Oh
answers.
yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah,
believe
it
it.
He always has, man.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I like Wyatt.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
that
Wyatt.
blew me away too. I was like, holy shit.
We text every now and then. I was playing at Bad Brad's I don't know, a couple months ago, and some little girl came up to me and asked me if I would play. He's like, "Can you play Please Don't Go" by Wyatt Flores? And I was like, "What?" And then she said it again, and I was like, "Well, no, I don't know how to play that. Like, I play a lot of original music, obviously, but I was like, no, I don't know how to play that." I was like, "But I wish I could." But then I texted Wyatt, and I was like, "Dude, someone just came up and requested one of your songs at my shows," and like we talked about that for a little bit. But no, it was a cool deal.
That's awesome. I was like, we're hoping we're talking to him about it, playing golf with him sometime when he comes
nice.
back.
Does he golf?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
said-
know
said
that.
he
Does
golf.
he actually golf or does
He says he messes around at the Pawnee golf course.
really?
He's like it's low pressure. He said it's just a cow pasture out there anyway. So.
Yeah, we've been talking about trying to do a collab with the CC Rev and do a golf round.
Yeah.
Cause like their drummer was talking a little mess whenever
Dude,
we were on the golf course.
If y'all
Hey.
want it too, you can get this work.
Yeah, anytime.
We're trying to plan some stuff. I think when after next week, not that I really prioritize school anyway, but after I get out of school next week, we'll get kind of a freer schedule.
If you guys want, just an idea, if you do a golf round with CC Rev, you guys doing a scramble or whatever, we can even do like a little podcast thing on that.
Yeah,
I
let's do
think
it.
that'd be really cool.
That would be really cool.
Gannon is a difficult, for me anyway, difficult guy to track down. He's always on the move.
Yeah.
He texted me the other day and he was like, "I'm free today. Let's do an episode today." I'm like, "I'm on the lake. I'm in the middle of the lake on a boat right now.
Doing
I
something
can't."
right now. Like,
And when I text him, he's like, "Oh, I'm busy today. We're in Texas or whatever, you know."
He texted me whenever he moved to Stillwater, and he was like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just hanging out." And he's like, "Hey, I might need you to help me move a washer into my house later." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, just let me know." And then I get back to my house, and I'm like, "Hey, man, you still need some help?" He's like, "Oh no, bro, I got it." Like, I love those dudes. Those dudes are great guys.
yeah.
I love Gannon too. He's so funny, and he's go.
Yeah.
He's go.
Yeah, we'll get him eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Red will find a way. I know he will. He tracked down the slippery ones. I've seen it happen. Toby Keith, what?
Yeah. When can we kind of expect I know the new single just came out, but when can we expect another one? A few months?
I would say
I mean, ideally,
like
it's
2 months at least.
Yeah, probably 2 months. It depends on how fast we can get it done. So like if we can get everything done, which we think we might be able to on a Sunday and Monday, like in a couple days, then possibly probably 1st of June.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, if we don't get everything knocked out, we're obviously not trying to rush anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if we can get it done, great. If we can't, we're gonna book another studio day because it's quality for sure. Like we'd rather have them all sound great than just be like, it's all right. We'll just do it just to have the song.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hopefully, and whenever we do that, we'll have 3 or 4 just ready to go.
Yeah.
Like every other month,
4.
I think is what we talked about a little bit.
Yep.
You guys got a name of the next single?
What are we gonna drop?
Let them know. Well, you can just tell them the 3 that we got coming. We don't know which one will be first.
So we got Respect.
Respect, yeah.
Same
Same damn six
Same
string.
damn six
The one
string.
about NEO, Roll North.
Roll North. And then what's the last one?
Oh, dude. Oh, Broken.
Oh yeah.
We got like the slow ballad, and then we got. Did we do I'd Be Okay? I don't know. We have another one called I'd Be Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've been
I
recording
don't
that
think
one
we've
or not.
recorded that yet, but
Honestly, probably the next one we'll drop will be called Respect. It's kind of a rockier song, and it just straight up is about not getting any respect. Like, I mean, that's just kind of what
Yeah.
it's about. Like, I think the hook on it is like, just need a little respect, and we ain't got it yet.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's like just kind of all the people that expect stuff out of us, but they don't know what we've done. You know what I
Right,
mean? They
yeah.
have no idea what's going on with our lives, and they just talk. They talk mess. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about it earlier. you know you've made it when you got haters.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there you go.
If you ain't got
Exactly.
haters, you ain't doing something right.
Exactly, dude.
Yep.
Dude, like actually, dude, can we tell a story about what happened in Ponca City a couple weeks ago?
Oh, that old guy?
Dude.
Yeah, tell it.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I thought we were going to have to beat this old guy's ass.
It was getting intense. We get off stage. Keep in mind, everyone in this venue is loving it, and they're dancing. Old people included are dancing out here. And then we take a break, so we get off stage. We're just standing there by our table, and this old guy walks up to me, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to help you out, but ain't nobody want to hear that shit." And I was like, what? And he's like, you guys don't play any old country? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, we can play a Merle Haggard song, but not anymore.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
Since you pressed us like
Yeah,
that. we're not
exactly.
And
going
then
to.
I was like, I was being super respectful, and I was all like, look, man, like, I understand where you're coming from. I got you. You want to hear some old country? I said, but like, we pride ourselves. We play our music. We play our set. What we were hired to do. And then he just keeps on me about it and
like
won't
screaming
stop
in Dylan's face.
with his
It was
nasty
ridiculous.
teeth
Oh,
and
dude, just
coconut.
brown. It was
Dude.
so gross.
And then it gets heated, like not fast, but he just won't stop at me. Like he's drunk or whatever. And I was sober. I took a couple week hiatus, to clear my mind. And so I'm sober, and I'm like, thank God that I am not torn up right now,
Dude,
because
I
this would
was.
be a bad deal.
And I was pissed. And he was like in Dylan's face. I was like, you need to leave. And he was like, I am. I was like, good. He's like, get out.
And he's coming up and just saying all this stuff, and I was like, dude, nobody is making you listen. I was like, you are
Yeah.
free to leave. And he's like, you guys won't ever play here again. And I was like, well, that's
okay.
fine by me. I was like, they hit us up, bro. We didn't book this. They wanted us to play here. He's like,
All
I'm a
right, big guy.
VIP here. I was like, I don't give a shit, dude.
We're
Get
like-
out of my face.
We're getting paid to be
Ponca
here.
City.
Ponca City,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
And that's what my girlfriend told him. She was like, sir, at the end of the day, we're walking out of here with money, and you're not. And then I was like, oh, good one.
There we go. It's like that's not like I'm playing Billy Bob's or
Bro,
tumbleweed. Like
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying,
about.
dude.
Exactly.
I'm also like, who comes up and says stuff like that?
Yeah,
like,
just rude as hell.
like, what is the matter with you? And I was super nice. And when Caden, I think whenever it got heated is whenever Caden jumped in, because he comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, and just like lets this guy know. And then it gets heated real fast.
Real
But
fast.
Caden was about to give that dude some bad luck.
Oh,
is
Dude,
what
yeah.
happened.
I wanted to knock his gross teeth out. I'm not gonna lie.
we were talking about it afterwards with our bass player Rob, and he was like, look, man, he was like, that's a lose-lose situation. He said, because we beat the hell out of an old guy, and now we're those guys that just beat the old guy up.
Exactly.
Or we don't do anything, and we look like we
And we
don't,
look like punks.
we look like punks. So it's like, it's a lose-lose. So we just like, we're like, dude, get out. Nobody's making you listen, leave.
JTB removed from Cat Fry lineup due to
We're not
assault.
having us back last.
We're not trying to be canceled, man. You never know these days.
That's a good one.
Wow. That's hilarious.
Dude, I totally forgot about that until just now.
Yeah.
That was intense, I will say.
Demo, we're about to have to head to
Yeah, we're
Sand
probably about to
Springs
head to
right
Sand
now.
Springs.
Just heading to Sand Springs.
We
Yes,
got to
sir.
go on in an hour and 15.
Oh,
Dadgum, you guys boys better get over there.
we're a little late.
But before you leave,
What are
real
they
quick,
gonna? They're not gonna start the show without us.
Yeah, true.
Sure,
They
got a
can't
point.
do anything.
Yeah. Before you leave, real quick, you guys want to plug some of your socials real quick for the people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so JOHNNIE, Johnny Thomas Band. I guess you guys can see it right here. But it should just be Johnny Thomas Band on Instagram, Facebook. Twitter is Johnny Thomas OK. And then you go to johnnythomasband.com. We've got merch up there, and all of our upcoming shows are posted and all that kind of good stuff. And we actually just re-upped and got a bunch of new merch. We got some CDs, some new stickers and koozies and stuff.
A bunch of new color T-shirts.
Yeah, some colored shirts. We're kind of trialing out some colored shirts to see kind of what sells, what colors people like. And so, yeah, you can get all that stuff at our live shows.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
We appreciate you guys again for coming on.
Hey, thanks
And,
for having us.
I'm
again.
sure we'll do it again before too long. So
Yeah, for sure.
Be on the lookout for that golfing video coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get that set
It's
up.
gonna be sick.
I will.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching.